Whenever I decided to be a vegan, I thought I will miss the paneer recipe very much because my family loves paneer a lot. But here I am with you today to have a recipe with the of soya chap that is amazingly delicious, equivalent to paneer, any kind of paneer masala, and that too is vegan. I have marinated with the vegan curd, so I haven't used any kind of dairy product in this recipe. So this is soya chap that you can buy it from any grocery store. I have bought it from Amazon, and you can buy any kind of brand as well. So but these preservatives has some, these soya chaps has some preservatives, so keep that in mind. If you can make these soya chaps at home, that would be the best. So these soya chaps comes with the preservatives, so I am washing each and every one of them with warm water so that the effect of the preservatives can be neglected. Squeeze the water very well so that there should not be water contained in the soya chap, and these soya chaps comes in the water itself, so that need to be washed properly. So these soya chaps can be served to 5 to 6 people. It was about to 7 to 800 soya chap, 800 gram soya chap. So that can be served to 5 to 6 people. You have to take out the sticks because there is sticks inside of these chaps. Take out the sticks and cut it into your desired edible pieces. Here my son also wants to take it out, but he was not able to, so I just let him take out the sticks because he likes these kind of small activities, and they makes these activity makes him involved as well. So I have cut it into the pieces as I said it. We have to fry them. Generally in restaurant we deep fry the soya chaps, but I always prefer to have the shallow fry things in spite of deep fry. So I will be frying them in a pan with the little more than the oil that we use in the regular thing. So I have used here the pure mustard oil that we generally use in our cooking, everyday cooking. So here I am roasting the soya chaps. These soya chaps, one batch of soya chaps will take 7 to 8 minutes to completely fried. So you have to make the flame very low. You don't have to keep the flame high, or at the lowest flame you can keep them, and it will fry. Once it will fry, it will looks like this. Its layer will be opened, and whenever you dip them in the curry, the flavor can get inside them very well. So the shallow frying at the lowest flame is very important for this recipe. Okay, so all soya chaps has been fried. Now we comes to our gravy part. So for gravy, I am taking 2 large size of onion, and I am going to cut it into longer pieces, and will fry them till the dark brown. Will totally fry the onions. If you want to fry with the lot of oil, you can do that. But I have taken the only that much oil that onion can be fried. So we'll fry till the golden dark brown, and I have taken 6 to 7 tomatoes and ginger, garlic, and the chili as per your taste. Because I'm making it for 5 to 6 people, so these much has been required. We'll wash them very properly because they have lots of dust. We'll cut them into the pieces, and meanwhile I can show you all the soya chaps has been fried, and I have marinated with the peanut curd here, and the peanut curd with little bit of salt and pepper. So you have to take care of the salt here because we will give the some more amount of salt in the curry. So the salt and pepper flavors should go inside the soya chap. So marination is very important. So I taken out the fried onion, and I have in the same pan I am frying tomatoes, ginger, garlic, and chili together, and I have given it a little bit of salt so that all the tomato can be mashed and we can grind them easily. So this way the gravy tastes better than if you grind the raw tomatoes with the ginger, garlic, and chili. Because if raw tomato you grind it, you have to cook it very well. But if you slightly cook them so that the tomatoes can be softened, so it will be easy to grind and the taste curry taste better. So here I am with the dry masala. So I have used ginger, uh, cumin, coriander, red chili powder. The Kashmiri chili powder is very important. You have to use garam masala, little bit of salt. You have to use. I have used little bit of pepper powder. You have to use the lots of turmeric powder and the any masala that you like. And I am not going to give the masala directly into the pan. So what I'm doing, I'm making a simple paste with water with the masalas. If you give a masala like this, masala will not get burned and your curry will taste better. If once you try this method, and you will surely thankful for me for this kind of tricks. So I have fried onions and tomatoes in the grinder, and in the same pan I have taken little bit of oil. We have used so much oil in frying the soya chap, so I have used very less oil here, and I have and transfer that masala paste, the dry masala paste with water into the pan, and we will roast it 2 to 3 minutes, not more than that. I have also used some the kasturi methi. Kasturi methi tastes very good in this recipe, and this is the paste of the fried onion, the fried tomato, ginger, garlic, and chili that you have seen earlier, and little bit of water also in from the jar, so that all the masala can be transferred into the pan. We have to roast this masala very well. We have to fry this very well, so that the flavor of the dry masala and the tomato onion can be mixed together. So for 5 minutes, fry this masala until the oil separates from this curry. As you can see that the oil are getting separated, and you can see I have covered it to the pan because it was very dangerous. It was coming out of the pan like this. So at the same time I will be adding the marinated soya chap into this curry, and I will mix it well. You need to add the water also, because the curry is very thick, and once the curry will get cooled down, it will get more thick. So you can add the water at this time only. How much consistency you want, you can add the water as per the need. So I'm going to eat it with the chapati, so I don't need the more gravy part. So I have keep it like that only. After the 5 minutes, you can add the salt also. Add the salt and mix the curry very well. After adding the marinated soya chap, you have to cook 7 to 8 minutes till it's come to this consistency, and you will get to know that the aroma of this curry will spread in your entire house, and everybody will love that. This was amazing. Once you try this recipe and let me know how do you find it. So we should be serving this very hot with any kind of chapati, rice, or puri, or any kind of Indian bread you can serve this with. This was really amazing, and my family loves this so much. If you are a vegan and you are an Indian, this recipe will be a great hit. Your family will love it. Do try this recipe and let me know how do you find out. If you like the video, please hit the like button below. Share with your family and friends, and subscribe to my channel for much more vegan recipes and the amazing recipes as well. Till then, take care, bye bye, and we'll get back to you soon with very new recipe. Thank you so much.